Hi, Gloria Chonko, Toronto Realtor, Certified Staging Professional, founder and lady boss of She Sells the City. Well, it's Valentine's Day week and love is in the air. And I have a question for you. Have you ever thought about dating your realtor? Yes, you've heard me correctly. Have you ever thought about dating your realtor? Well, if you haven't, I'm going to be telling you why dating your realtor is going to be a good thing. And I mean a real good thing. You see, I often like to compare house hunting to dating. The likelihood of you walking into your dream home the first time you're out is about as likely as you kissing the first boy that you meet and him turning into a prince. That only exists in fairy tales. Believe me, I know, especially when it comes to kissing. I've had to actually kiss a few toads. Yeah. Anyway, let's get back to the real estate and why you should be dating your realtor. You see, today's Toronto market is confusing, it's frustrating, it's overwhelming, and it's challenging. And we all know supply is low, demand is high, and the bidding wars on hot properties are getting a little crazy. And this is the exact reason why you should be dating your realtor. You see, your realtor is the one that's going to get you your dream home in today's market, and they need to be good. And I mean real good. You're going to be making the biggest financial purchase of your life. And before you do that, and before you give that trust over to somebody, don't you think you should get to know them just a little bit better? Yeah, so do I. Because that's a pretty big commitment to make to somebody that you barely even know. It's sort of like marrying the first guy that you go out with. Would you do that? Gosh, I hope not. Yeah, no, not a good idea. I recommend that you go out at least 3 to 4 times with your real estate agent to find out if they're the one, because there is 4 key traits that you're going to be looking for, and you want to make sure that they possess those traits. Number 1, are they a good listener? I like to think of this as the coffee date. I personally do a no obligation free buyer's consultation before I ever take anybody out, because this gives me a really great opportunity to learn about the buyer's interest, what their needs are, what their hobbies are, what their lifestyle entails, and basically what they're looking for in their future. It's really no different than going out with somebody for the first time. And during this time, I like to see whether or not there is chemistry, because chemistry is really important between you and your realtor. Let's face it, you're going to be working with them, and you're going to be working with them really closely. And you want to make sure that there is a sense of respect and that you get along and that you do feel comfortable with them. Number 2, clear communication. Communication is key in any relationship, and you want to make sure that your real estate agent is communicating to you in a way that works best for you. Whether it's voicemails, phone calls, texts, emails, smoke signals, whatever it may be, your real estate agent should be communicating in a way that works best for you in order for you to receive information quickly and fast, because this market is moving fast, really fast. Number 3, loyalty. Let's face it, we all know your real estate agent's gonna have other clients. But what's important here is that you want to be made to feel like you are the only client that they have. So you want to make sure that they show up on your appointments on time, that they're returning their phone calls on time. Or are you kind of finding maybe sometimes that you leave voicemails, you leave emails, you leave texts, and nothing, you're not hearing back. And you start to think, oh gosh, am I being ghosted? Or worse yet, have they left me for another, better client? Oh. Number 4, dress to impress. And we've all heard that saying. A first impression makes a lasting impression. And you want to make sure that the impression that your real estate agent is making is a good one, a real good one. Because you see, the likelihood of you ever meeting the seller or the listing agent is pretty slim to none. And the agent that's going in to represent you needs to look their best. They need to look like they're going in there to get a job done and that they're working for you. If you go in there and you're a little disheveled and you're a little disorganized, what's going to happen is it's not going to leave a lot of faith to the seller or the listing agent about you as a client. And they're not sure whether or not that deal is actually going to go through. You see, every seller and every listing agent wants a transaction that's going to go smoothly, that there's going to be no blips and no problem. So this week, in between all the love and romance, make sure you squeeze in just a little bit of time to date your realtor. Have fun.